Good evening. This is the agenda of the regular board meeting, President Board of Trustees, Village of Burnham, Cook County, Illinois. Today is November 26, 2024. At this time, we will ask the clerk to call the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Here.
Trustee Hodges?
Here.
Trustee Garcia? Here. Trustee Greer?
Here.
Trustee Richardson?
Here.
Trustee Claybrook?
Here. Motion passed. We stand for pledge of allegiance, and could you lead us, Trustee Cap?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Are there any corrections for the board meeting that was held on November 12th, 2024? Corrections to be made to the minutes? There are no corrections to be made. I will ask for a motion to approve the minutes for November 12th, 2024.
I'll second it.
So Trustee Hodges made the motion. Trustee Cap second with project roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, before we open the meeting to the public, if you have anything to state to the board, just stand up and give your name, and please limit your comments to 3 minutes, so we can move the meeting rapidly along. So at this time, I will ask for a motion to open the meeting to the public.
Make a motion to open the meeting to the public.
A motion on the floor by Trustee Claybrook. Could we have a second, please?
I'll second it.
Second by Trustee Hodges. Will the clerk take the order?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Yes. Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. The meeting is now open for public comment. Are there any public comment?
Yes,
I'll ask.
I'm John Hyduk. John Cap, last meeting you said if you give the senior discount for water, which is half off their water, if you do that, it would, how do you make up the difference? So that's why you're against it. Well, Cap, there is no difference. You're basing it on the old water rate. Seniors currently pay $8.76 a 1,000 gallons like the rest of us. Half off that would be $4.38. Next week, I understand Hammond will be raising the rate to $4.14 per thousand, which is still less than what the seniors would be paying, half off. So.
And what's Chicago's rate?
I don't know. You know what? I'll follow that up after I talk.
Yeah, that would be important.
Well, by the way, before Polk became mayor, the water and sewer funds, I understand, were self-sufficient, meaning they paid for themselves. They were designed that way. So giving the discount back wouldn't put the water or sewer fund in a hole at all. It would just take away money that you guys are going to probably be blowing with anyway. It's funny. John, a personal note, when I do walk past your house, past several months, I notice you're my best friend when I walk past your house. When I come here to these meetings, I feel like a total coward. You don't defend anything you don't defend anything I say. You defend everything Polk says. Seems like that's the only reason you sit up there, because you defend everything he says. Now, Polk, last meeting you brought up raising the raises and other things that were on my flyer going around Burnham. You even announced publicly what I paid for taxes in 2023 versus what you paid. You said I paid $1,782. You paid $4,900. Like, who really cares how much you paid in taxes? I'm thinking, what a piece of work. The jerk looked up my taxes. Well, Mr. Polk, I actually paid twice that amount, $35.60. Thing is, now one of you puppets said a word when he made fun of me. He defamed me, he embarrassed me. You lied to everyone, Polk. You have a lot of really ugly people running this village, and that's just your souls. All of you have got to go based on that alone. Now I'm done.
Thank you. Are there any other comments? Are there any other? Yes.
I don't know who's putting stuff in my mailbox. And I don't want nothing in my mailbox but the mail that the post office is given. No one else. Don't put nothing in my mailbox.
Okay. Okay. Are there
What
other
is
public
your
comments?
address, so I make a note of that?
Pardon me?
What is your address?
14114,
All right,
Benson.
thank you.
Are
Did the
there
village
other-
enforce that or the post office?
Are there any other public comments?
Yeah, I do. Tell me when you're ready.
Go ahead.
I'll wait. I would just like to ask, and I know I'm not allowed to ask questions,
Please
so if
state your
you,
name.
my name,
State your name, please, for the record.
Mr. Hunter,
And thank you.
hold on, let me start. I would just, I didn't plan on talking, but I might as well. You know me. I would just like to, ask a couple questions. I know you're not obligated to answer questions. Well, you're all looking down. Nobody's looking up. John, you're looking up now. You're allowed to, I know you're not gonna answer questions, but if you want to, when it's your time to speak, I mean, you are trustees and it would be nice. I would just like to ask, when it comes up, before you just go to straight to a vote, you know, things aren't supposed to be discussed about how to pass things and stuff out there. It's supposed to be done in here. Otherwise, it's a violation of the Sunshine Law. So all I would like to ask is what the reclassification of Sam Bader's property is. That's the property where the liquor store is and the little gambling hall. And, you know, if you can just mention why it's being reclassified. I mean, I can look that up, but why not? Also for the Commonwealth Edison lease agreement, maybe one of you guys might want to discuss what that is, just to let the people know. And the other two, maybe you want to, maybe you don't. I would just like to, I mean, Chris and I had a discussion, I mean, Jeff and I had a discussion about Calumet City Memorial Park District Board meetings. If anybody from Burnham actually attends those and seeing if the money is being spent on Burnham as it should be, like we're getting our extra, or we're getting our share of those funds. When the time comes for you, Chris, or Jeff, when you're up, if you could just let us know if you've attended any of those board meetings, it would be nice to know, because I know you've been in office for a long time. And just to see that. We still got a minute. What else?
Smart man.
Oh, you know, something I haven't brought up before, and you know, when you guys go into executive session, that's actually part of the meeting. So when you go into executive session, from my understanding, I know there's not an attorney here, but maybe you might want to ask him, you're supposed to go into executive session and then come back out and close the meeting. Once you're in there, the meeting isn't closed. I don't really know if you're coming out here and going through the motions of actually closing it. If you do, you're not able to ask me to leave if I decide to stay here and wait till the closing of the meeting. I did sit over here one time, and I know, Mayor, you texted an officer personally to have me removed. Now, maybe you were doing that because I was sitting here and I could hear, but that's not my responsibility. That's your responsibility to make sure that I can't hear. So I think you should close the meeting out here, otherwise you're violating the Open Meetings Act. And I don't want to go through that motion of having to contact them. So to your attorneys and find out if you need to do that, because then I'll sit out here and I'll wait.
Thank you for your comment. Are there any other?
Oh, you're quite welcome.
Are there any other public comment? I'll ask for a motion to close the meeting to the public.
I make a motion to close the meeting to the public.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Richardson to close the meeting to the public. Could we have a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee, Clifford. Clerk call the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer? Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. The meeting is now closed to the public. As far as any taxes goes, anything that was mentioned in the last meeting, I never called anybody's name, but anything that I said about any taxes, it was a general statement. it was a comparison that I was making, the point I was making.
Everyone in the room knew you were talking about me.
Your time.
Everyone.
Your time is up.
I don't care.
If you wanna stay.
Look at me like a child.
And if you wanna stay in the meeting, then please be quiet. Your time is up.
You don't scare me,
Your
Mr. Polk.
time is up.
So was yours soon.
So disrespectful.
Well, he always disrespectful.
Well, shouldn't the officer remove him?
If
Shouldn't
he
he?
continued, then I'll insist that he remove him.
John, she doesn't run the meeting.
I know.
She can't ask you that.
None of them are anybody.
Sorry, but you don't. That's God.
Out of respect to you, I'll shut up. No respect up there.
I mean, as I said, it was a statement that was made, no name was mentioned, anything in comparison with the taxes. And taxes is a very sensitive issue right now, and a lot of people, are kind of up in arms about it, and rightfully so. And there's some resources that we've worked on with some other governments to try to get some relief, to the people for that, and that should be happening, pretty soon. So that information will be announced at a later time. As far as the ComEd Accord goes, the agreement, ComEd owns part of the land over there, so in order for us to put part of the path across it, then we wanted to get permission from them to do it. We probably could have done it, to be honest with you, they probably never would have known it, but that wouldn't have been a proper way to do it, so that we got permission and consent for them to allow us to construct the walking path over their property.
Shouldn't that come from Parks and Recreation?
The other thing, a question came up about Mr. Baylor's property. The accord on that, is the Class A tax incentive, and it goes back to 2008 when it was originally put together, and it sat vacant for years and years and years. So that is another part of our economic development for the village, and to help to generate some additional taxes for the town. So
Shouldn't that come from Trustee Garcia?
and, on that, and I like to say that that a disgruntled person cannot go to Congress or the White House and give the president orders. A disgruntled person cannot go to Springfield or the governor's office and give him orders. A disgruntled person cannot go downtown to the county board and give the president's orders. And therefore, a same person of that caliber cannot come to the village of Burnham board and give the authority to the corporate authority. You cannot give us orders, you cannot.
I didn't.
You cannot. And remember that a positive anything is better than a negative number. I think. Clerk Lucas.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Just a reminder that the clerk's office will be open on Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., November 27th. The office will be closed for Thanksgiving Day. We will open Friday, November 29th from 9 to 12 p.m. And just wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you very much, Clerk. And one other thing that I forgot to mention, when people talking about water, this is a gallon of water. Now, with our water rate, you can get 1,000 of these for $8.76. 1,000 of these, okay? Now, if you go to the store, you're gonna pay $1 or something for one of these, so who's the fairest? And so who has the best program? Now, think about it. 1,000 of these for $8.76.
He brought it in by himself.
That makes sense to me. I don't know about anybody else.
Not me.
Not-
I'll make a motion to let me speak, I'll tell you why.
And maybe you don't know any better. But anyway, so that's what I have to say on that, so,
God,
we'll
that's
proceed.
stupid.
All right. Get on with the meeting. Who's next? Public utilities, trustee Richardson.
That's another thing to be grateful for.
I'm sorry. the Public Education and Welfare, trustee Grant.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
CDC, the Center for Disease Control, states you may get a COVID-19 vaccine and a flu shot if they do it at the same time. You can make an appointment with your primary doctor, or you can go to Walgreens or CVS. They're also doing the shots. Most of the times you have to make an appointment. However, I do know they are giving, they start giving that shots out in the different municipalities. So I'm working now because several people have called asking about the vaccines. So I am working on that and trying to set up some appointments so that we can have them in our community. American Association of the Retired Person, known as AARP. The membership fees will be increasing in January of 25. They're going from $16 a year to $20 a year. Included in the membership is travel, restaurants, gas, cell phone, cell bill plans. There's resources on caregiving, safety about scams. So it's a very resourceful magazine to have, membership to have rather. So they are going to begin in the year of January 2025, $16 to $20. December the 7th is a community vendor sale. We have quite a few vendors that are involved. So if you need to get some last minute Christmas shopping, or even if you haven't started, December the 7th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. For your information, you may start a dead battery by using a rechargeable battery pack. It has enough juice to kickstart a car's battery by hooking it up to the terminal. These devices are about the size of a paperback book. Prices start at $100, but it's something to have, especially the winter's coming and your car won't start. It's very useful to have. You can also charge your battery from inside your car, and you can charge it up to your cigarette lighter. So many people are having strokes. We just seen, I was viewing a gentleman that had a stroke. He was on TV this past week. So we all need to know the symptoms of a stroke because the minutes is very important. So stroke symptom is an arm or your leg suddenly is impaired. You have a slurred speech. You have an inability to communicate. It's the time to call 911. Are you aware that it takes people approximately 140 minutes to get to a hospital? So waiting to call 911 drastically lowers your odds for life-saving treatment. So again, it's very important to know your stroke symptoms. Just want to remind everyone that our toy drive is in full swing now. The toy drive ends December the 14th. Now we're asking everyone if you to please share a toy with one of with the child. If you have a toy to share, bring. Don't wrap it, just leave it as is, and we let the parent come in on the day that they pick up their toy, and they can pick the toys that they would like for their child to have for Christmas. We used to wrap them, but we all decided it was better to let the parent come and choose the toys that they would like for their loved one. And I just want to tell everyone, as we all know, Thanksgiving is Thursday. We may be thankful for a lot of things, but let us always remember that no matter how difficult one's life can be sometimes, there's something that we can always be thankful for. Thank you and have a good evening.
Yeah, thank you, Trustee. That report and your information, Public Works and Bill and Trustee Quigley.
Good evening.
Good evening.
discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve on the MOU, memorandum of understanding between the Village of Burnham and Teamsters Local Number 700 under the collective bargaining agreement under Section 8.1 wages. The MOU shall take effect November 1st, 2024, if approved along with the signature by Local 700 and the Village of Burnham.
Okay, any questions from the board? Okay, proceed.
I make a motion to approve on the MOU memorandum of understanding between the Village of Burnham and Teamsters Local Number 700 under the collective bargaining agreement under Section 8.1 wages. The MOU shall take effect November 1st, 2024, if approved along with the signature by Local 700 and the Village of Burnham. Make a motion.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Claybrook to approve this MOU. Could we get a second, please?
Second.
Second by trustee Richardson. Would clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
A motion passed. Thank you. Do you have anything else?
Yes. The only thing I have to say is I love the way our board works together as a team. And, you know, nobody's perfect, but we try to work without so much dysfunction and try to keep the village moving. And that's all I have.
Thank you, trustee Claybrook, for that information and your report. And the Village of Burnham is doing well. We're making great progress without what anyone says, and I would know for sure. And, you know, we have, you know, some information and things that we haven't even revealed yet. We're tweaking some things and looking at, so there's a lot of things that's really happening, good things that are happening for Burnham that the people don't know. So they can come to the meeting and, I mean, put us down all they want to and talk about this and putting all kind of stuff out, but it's not gonna matter for people they wanna know. Because we are gonna work, I mean, to take care of the people of this community to the best of our ability. Thanks again, trustee Claybrook. And ordinance resolution and planning, trustee Garcia.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve or not approve resolution number 2024-R-009, Class A classification for St. Bader's Burnham Plaza. Resolution 2024-R-009, a resolution supporting a proposed Class A classification for Burnham Plaza in Burnham, Cook County, Illinois, for the following tax pins: 30-05-100-006-0000 and 30-05-100-004-0000 and then 30-06-200-085-0000 and last 30-05-100-008-0000. Four zeros at the end.
And so you making a motion to approve this resolution? And before we ask for a second, this project, you know, has been pending for quite a few years and that's sitting kind of stagnant. Mr. Bader did get caught up with his taxes and paid his taxes, and of course we always appreciate when people do that, and you know, they have to move the town along, so that's good, and we appreciate that. So this is another development and improvement to, I'm gonna get this approved like forward. So proceed. So you made the motion, so we need a second to approve resolution 2024-R-009.
I'll second it.
Okay. And the motion made by trustee Garcia and the second by trustee Cap. Will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Motion passed. Proceed, trustee Garcia.
Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve on resolution number 2024-R-012, Commonwealth Edison Company Recreational Lease Agreement, Torrance Avenue, multi-use recreational trail for pedestrian and bicyclists. Resolution number 2024-R-012, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a recreational lease agreement between Commonwealth Edison and Illinois Corporation and the Village of Burnham and Illinois Municipal Corporation in Thornton Township.
Do you have any questions? Okay, proceed, trustee Garcia.
So I make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-R-012, Commonwealth Edison Company Recreational Lease Agreement, Torrance Avenue multi-use recreational trail for pedestrians and bicyclists. Resolution number 2024-R-012, resolution approving and authorizing the execution of a recreational lease agreement between Commonwealth Edison and Illinois Corporation and the Village of Burnham.
Okay, so there's a motion on the floor by trustee Garcia to approve this resolution. Could we have a second, please?
I'll second that.
A second by trustee Hodges. Will the clerk take the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
A motion by trustee Garcia. I'm gonna let a couple other trustees read. So trustee Hodges, will you take number 3?
Discussion of consideration and of taking action to approve and not approve on the resolution number 2024-R-0113, Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning Intergovernmental Agreement for Burnham Capital Improvement Plan, resolution number 2024-R-013, a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of an intergovernmental agreement between the Chicago Metropolitan Agency for Planning and the Village of Burnham and the Illinois Municipal Corporation in Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, 606-33000.
Okay, now what this is a, Village of Burnham, approving this will be part of a CMAQ 5-year development plan. So we had put in for a grant this past year, but we did not receive it, but they were elated to the fact that we did apply, because we never applied for anything with CMAQ before, so we will reapply at a later time, so eventually we're gonna be favorable, so we have to pass this in order to get part of the equation, part of the process. I'll proceed to do it.
All right, discussion, consideration, taking action upon resolution number 23, Chicago Metropolitan AC Planning Integration, Intergovernmental Agreement for Burnham Capital Improvement.
You wanna make that motion?
I'm making a motion to approve it.
So can we have a second, please?
Second.
A motion made by trustee Hodges and a second by trustee Claybrook. Which clerk call the roll?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
And motion passed. And trustee Claybrook, would you take number 4?
Discussion of, consideration of, and taking action to approve or not approve on resolution number 2024-R-016, 2024 Cook County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan, resolution number 2024-R-016, a resolution approving and adopting the 2024 Cook County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan by the Village of Burnham and Illinois Municipal Corporation in Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, 60633-0000.
Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory, so but it just, means in the event that there will be a extreme hazardous situation, then if a couple towns that we could combine together with other towns with resources, that way we wouldn't have to strain ourselves trying to work it out, because Cook County would support us and work with other towns to work to minimize whatever that disaster might be.
I make a motion to approve resolution number 2024-R-016, 2024 Cook County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan Resolution Number 2024-R-016, a resolution approving and adopting the 2024 Cook County Multi-Jurisdictional Hazard Mitigation Plan by the Village of Burnham and Illinois Municipal Corporation in Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois, 60633-0000. Made a motion.
The trustee Claymore, so you make the motion, did you make the motion?
Made the motion.
Make the motion. So now we need a second, please.
I'll second it.
Second by trustee Cap, or clerk call the roll.
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia? Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Okay, your finance trustee Cap.
Yes, I have a couple items here. Discussion of consideration of and taking action to approve the authorization of the payment of this month's bills. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the authorizing the payment of this month's bills.
There's a motion on the floor by trustee Cap. We need a second to approve the bills for this month.
Second.
Okay, will the clerk call the roll, please?
Trustee Cap?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Thank you, motion passed.
I made a little note here about the water rates. When we were negotiating the new water contracts, one of the things we noticed that some of the seniors had a house full of people and they were some of our biggest users. So they would have kids and grandkids living with them. So they were using a lot of water. So that's one of the things we considered when we decided what to do with the rates. It was like some of the biggest users in town were seniors, but they had a house full of people. So then how do you differentiate between who has a house full of people and who don't? So that's why we made that decision. That's all I got.
Okay. We always gonna do whatever it is that we can to help the residents of Burnham. People always gonna do that now. I mean, we go, and we'll do whatever we can, and we always will. Public utility, trustee Richardson.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Just a reminder that CETA is accepting applications if you need help with your utilities. You can go to Thornton Township and apply for the assistance. And we're working on trying to get a date where they can come to Burnham like we normally do and have them help our residents. So we'll let you know when we have that date confirmed.
Okay, thank you, trustee Richardson, for that information. Park and Recreation, trustee Hodges.
Yes, I wanted to address an earlier question. Park and Recreation is a separate, whole nother government connected to Burnham. We are partnered with them. Now, they do have meetings every first and third Wednesday of every month. The public, the general Burnham public, is more than welcome to go to those meetings. When we go there, and when I go there, I am part of the general Burnham public. We can all advocate together. We are a team here. We work together. Also, since I've been trusted for the last 3.5 years, we've been adding different things, even working partnership with the Burnham. The mayor is my witness that I advocate for Burnham. I go knock on doors to 600 Oglesby. I will actually go upstairs and talk to the people, make sure we're getting our equipment. It's not the easiest thing sometimes to do the jobs that we are doing, and we don't get a lot of appreciation. I'm not looking for no appreciation, but we do look for respect. Everybody should respect each other in this room. That's all we ask for. My main thing is, on first and third Wednesday, you are more than welcome to go to anybody. I'm not talking about no one person. You are more than welcome to go to those places, and you can advocate for Burnham just the same way we are. I work with those people, you can work with those people. We have, the Carmel Memorial Park District has done some things in Burnham. We also, I've worked with Carmel Memorial Park District to bring even a music festival to Burnham. We've been working hard with Carmel Memorial Park District. We work hard with them. So if you want to advocate for Burnham, same way we advocate for Burnham, you are more than welcome to go to those meetings, first and third Wednesday of every month at Sandridge Community Center, 600 Oglesby. That being said, they do have open gyms every Saturday, because I'm also getting kids involved in open gyms, because that's another thing that Jeffrey Hodges have introduced since he's been here. Yes, open gyms on Saturdays to kids. But you're more than welcome to come to those open gyms. I do that. I work hard for Burnham. Y'all don't see how hard I work for Burnham these last 3.5 years. But we talk, when we talk as if we're human beings here, but it's okay, I get it, we're leaders. But I worked very hard, I connect with them, and I'm gonna do even better, because I'm not perfect, I'm giving it to get to a better space. I'm gonna keep growing, but we can work together to get better. I'm here to talk to people, but I'm not gonna get disrespected by anybody. And no one has, I'll say this, no one has disrespected me in this room
There you go.
today.
You keep
But I
looking
would
at me
say
talking
that.
about disrespect, Jeff. I didn't think I disrespected
I'm not talking
you at all.
to you personally. I'm not
You're
talking
looking
to you
at me
personally.
when you talk.
Now, can I speak?
You can
Now,
speak.
we do have, now after I've said that, all the different things I brought to Burnham, I'm working hard to even get better. And also, I'm open to be held accountable. I'm so open to conversation. But every time I talk to somebody, I want to be held accountable, I get better, then things get dragged out. We're trying our best to do what we can do. If you have a complaint, you can talk to me, I will get better at that. I'm continuing to grow as a trustee. Trust me, I will continue, because guess what? I'm fighting for Burnham, and I'm fighting for y'all, and we are a team. I want to work together as a team. I'm not for just cutting up stuff. I want to work together as a team. If I wasn't here, I still work together as a team with the mayor. That's who I am. Also, that being said,
I'm out of here, but you told me you never attended a meeting. And you said you have their telephone numbers in your phone, and if you need to discuss anything, you're gonna talk to them personally. So where you get attending all these meetings, then talk about it, man.
Now, that being said, with the Common
Sounds like you're
Park
lying.
District, I want to talk about Common Park District. They do a good job working with some of our youth. So I'm going to talk about some of the work they're doing. They do an open gym Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 5:30. The cost is $5. If you have
That's all I said, man. Was to make sure the money is being distributed to Burnham equally. Nobody said anything about you
I want
personally.
to say one thing. I want to finish up my announcements, but I did have to say. I want to say that. Also, they're doing a tree lighting. That's free. So the kids can go to tree lighting on November 29th, 2024, Friday from 6 to 8. You're more than welcome to go there. It is free. If you got any questions about that, please let me know. And I want to also talk more about that toy drive. We are continuing to give to the people of Burnham. We are working hard for you, Burnham. If you want to give to the toy drive, you're more than welcome. If your kids need toys, please let us know. We thank you too also for participating in our turkey giveaway. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate that.
Thank you, John.
All right. And remember, when a person is always putting you down, he wants to be where you are. Amen? He does. He wants to be where you are. That's why he always got something negative to say. Okay. Presentation of petitions, communications, memorials, the rest of my offices.
On November 16th, we had our groundbreaking ceremony for the future Veterans Memorial that Burnham, the Village of Burnham, and AMVAC 43 are working together to build. It was a nice occasion. We had a great turnout, and we have a projected date of Memorial Day, sometime in May 2025. We're hoping to have it built. So thank everyone that has donated and future donations. We thank you in advance, and we're gonna get this done.
Very good. Trustee Richardson, a memorial trustee, Greer.
Yes, I don't know if anyone knew or heard that one of our personnel from the fire department, George Bethany and Corey, his mother died. So I'd like to take just a few moments to give them respect and just a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Jay, for that important information. Is there any unfinished business? Do we have any new business? At this time, I'm gonna make a motion that we go into closed session.
Make a motion to go into closed session.
There's a motion so by Trustee Claybrook, we need a second.
Second.
Clerk, call the roll.
Trustee Pat?
Yes.
Trustee Hodges?
Yes.
Trustee Garcia?
Yes.
Trustee Greer?
Yes.
Trustee Richardson?
Yes.
Trustee Claybrook?
Yes.
Let me say one thing, we do follow the protocol when we have our, meeting. Protocol is always followed.